What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, to discuss week 9 of Beyond the Gates, you guys. So, this is episodes 39 through 43, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. This week was a good week, I will say. I will say the best part of the week was like really the end of the week, like Thursday and Friday. That was when I was like, okay, I'm hooked. Because Monday through Wednesday, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was watching this stuff and I was like, yeah, okay, okay, not really what I was expecting. But if you guys watch this week's Beyond the Gates now, we'll also let you guys know. Um, really B is not here today, you guys. That's number one because y'all know she's in Atlanta. The Boss Babe Awards is tonight, so we're gonna send her well wishes. We're gonna wish her luck with the Boss Babe Awards, and I know Scotty's going as well. So yeah, they are not here, but they are here in spirit nonetheless. And also going so next week with Beyond the Gates is going to be kind of a short week, I think, because I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna have to look at the TV guide, but I believe it's preempted on Tuesday and Wednesday, or it could be Wednesday and Thursday. It's going for the next 2 weeks. It won't be a it won't be a full week of Beyond the Gates. So be mindful of that. What else? That's really all we got, you guys. So if you guys did watch this week of Beyond the Gates, definitely tell me, what you guys thought about it. Did you guys enjoy it? Tell me you're good, you're bad, you're ugly, and we'll go ahead and get into it. Now, honestly, when it comes to Monday, it really ain't a whole lot to talk about with Monday because Monday's episode mostly centered around the Duprees, and we see them at the Uptown Bar, and that's where they got Anita to perform with Danny and with not Vanessa, but Danny and what's the other girl's name? What's the other daughter? Vanessa. Not, I keep wanting to say Vanessa, but it was Danny and one Chelsea. Damn, I can't even think of her name right now. I cannot think of her Naomi. That's who it was. So it was Naomi and Danny that performed with Anita. We also saw as um Smitty and yeah. So mind you guys, I'm my bad. I just woke up too. So Smitty and Martin had a conversation with Vernon about Tyrell, right? At this point, what I will say when it comes to Martin, Tyrell, and even Smitty, Tyrell has asked y'all to, which again I know people have have had things to say last week about you know no parent wants to see their children go through this stuff, right? I absolutely do get that, you guys. The whole thing is when it comes down to it, he's asked his parents to let him handle it, and I think that Martin and Smitty should let him handle it. And if they feel the need to intervene, then intervene. But as of right now, I don't think Martin and Smitty should intervene when it comes to Tyrell. But you guys can tell me, what you think and what you guys feel. If you feel like they should intervene, whatever, right? They did get some advice from Chelsea when it comes to Tyrell's social media. I was like, okay, that's a good thing to ask a question about. Oh, excuse me, the social media aspect. I'll give them that, but I honestly just want them to kind of butt out if we're being for real with each other. I would prefer if his dads would butt out. I would honestly prefer it if his dads butt out and let him handle it himself because I think Tyrell is a smart young man. I think Tyrell can take care of himself. So me personally, I would want them to butt out, but I want you guys to tell me what you guys think and what you guys feel. So let's go ahead and move on, you guys. Uh Eva. Eva. When it comes down to Eva, at this point I'm kind of tired of Eva. I'm tired of Eva for a multitude of reasons, right? You guys know my stance. I've been saying it for the last few weeks. When it comes to Eva, I'm just so tired of the fact that Eva is everywhere and all the time when Nicole needs her or when Ted needs her. Speaking of Ted, I don't know if this is true or not, but I did hear that the new Ted, we will see him on starting May 15th. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard is that that's when his first air date is, right? But Eva is meeting with the party planners for Nicole and Ted's anniversary party, right? And you can when Eva was giving her ideas, you can see that them two party planners were kind of looking at Eva kind of sideways because I guess I mean, they're used to certain things, people referring to things certain ways, so they kind of looked at her sideways. I was like, okay, cool. What's up, Shade in the City? Oh, also, you guys. So as soon as I get off of here, which I'm not gonna be on here too long, but be sure to join me on Shade in the City today. We are going to be we'll be discussing this past week's episode of the Never Ever Mets, and then they will also discuss Love and Marriage Detroit. Y'all know I don't watch that show. I have no intentions of watching that show. Season one was enough for me, and I don't want to. I did not want to do season two. Refuse to do it. Right. So Eva. Like I said, with Eva, I'm just kind of tired of Eva because, like I said, Eva is everywhere. Always, it's just like she's whenever something needs to be done, she's always right there to do it. And I'm like, girl, you are getting on my nerves. Now I'm starting to see this. Is it looks like Eva is now trying. You can see it, the wheels turning. Her trying to drive a wedge between Tomas and Kat. Now you guys know I don't see it for Tomas, so I really couldn't care less if she drives a wedge between Tomas and Kat. Don't mean shit to me because I don't like Tomas. I like Kat. I know a lot of people don't care for Kat, but I like Kat. I just wish Kat went about things different. I wish Kat went about things a lot differently than what she has been. But other than that, I'm cool with it. Who I have a problem with is Sherry, Dana, Leslie, Anna, Lulu. I think me, really being Scotty, have all said this numerous times. When it comes to this batshit crazy lady, when it comes to this lady, she's crazy. There is something wrong with this woman. I know I saw people online this week trying to say they think that she got a twin. This y'all, that bitch don't have a twin. Or as Shannon City calls her, five guys. Like that bitch don't have a twin. That bitch is crazy, you guys. There is something wrong with that lady. There's something absolutely wrong with Leslie. So she met up with her friends, Mona, and I forget what Ashley's mama's name is, but she met up with them with new clothes and a new wig. I was like, for Ted to give you $50,000, you go buy the rattiest, raggediest fucking wigs to wear. Like, girl, what the fuck? When I tell y'all I'm sick of her, I am sick of that lady because I don't even know what her plan is. I know her plan is to reveal that Ted is Eva's father, but what does she get from that? I'm still confused as to what do she expect people to do? Like, what does she expect for Ted to do? You're gonna break up his marriage, so what do you think he gonna come to you? And then him and Eva gonna run off and be a like, what the fuck does this lady expect? Um, you see, she got a new wig. She don't have a six person. She probably will be. It probably will be another personality, and I'm sick of all these personalities with her. Also, you guys, let's talk about. I don't want to talk about it because I'm actually over this storyline. Doug, Joey, Vanessa. So you guys remember in the end of last week, well, the week before, he broke his wrist. How he broke his wrist? Because he barely, I mean, he did slam his hand down on that desk, but it wasn't that hard. But his wrist is broke. So Joey now still wants his money, but he knows now that, Dougie is not going to be doing surgery. So how am I going to get my money? So this is where we introduce Vanessa. I was like, oh God, this storyline can go away. I'm sick of this storyline. When I tell you guys, I am sick of this storyline. When I tell you guys, when I was watching the episodes this week, if I really could have fast forwarded these scenes, I would have, but I didn't. But I don't remember everything that was said. Shane says, I like Joey and Vanessa. Doug and Randy can go. Okay. Good morning, Xavier. How are you doing? You said you like it. You like so I'm gonna ask you, what is it about Joey and Vanessa you like? Now, Doug and Randy, I honestly think they all can go, to be honest. To be quite honest with you, wrap everybody up. Now, I am curious to see where the storyline goes with Vanessa and Joey as far as them potentially sleeping together. I am curious to see how that plays out, especially when it comes to Doug. Other than that, his gambling, I don't give a damn about it. Actually, let's talk about that real quick because I'm getting ahead of myself, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. So we see as Doug later in the week talk to Nicole about his gambling addiction, but he doesn't want to tell anybody about his gambling addiction. I don't care, you guys. That's all I got to say about it. You say because Vanessa likes the excitement of okay. What's up, Montrez? How are you doing today? Hey Paul, you said how are you doing today? I'm good. Xavier says once we found out this is all with money, with about money laundering. Yeah, I think I have to agree. Uh, Sh- Shayna says I'm really tired of her staying in a marriage where she clearly isn't happy and refuses to call it quits. That is annoying to me. I will say that is annoying to me because even Joey called that out this week. Girl, you're not happy in your marriage. And I was like, she's not happy in her marriage. And I wish she would say that because you keep sleeping with, like, you and Doug had sex. Then you call for an escort service. I was like, wow, you just had a night of sex with your husband and you call for an escort service? Okay, very odd. So then Tuesday's episode, it's really the aftermath because Monday we saw Anita perform. The actress who plays Anita, great voice, great singing voice. I knew people had said that she was a singer, but I had never heard her sing until this week episode. I was like, okay, she sounded really good. So we see her and Vernon. Pretty much Tuesday was just everybody talking about the after. We see Kat. What's her name? Samantha and Chelsea. They talked about it. We saw Vernon and Anita down at uh I think they were at the country club, if I'm not mistaken. And they met with I guess a record exec who wants to take Anita on the road to do a tour. I'm here for it. I hope I hope with this show they put out real music like what soap operas used to do back in the day, put out real products. I hope that we get that. You say the fact that she got to pay for it, yeah, that is sad. Maybe she has. That's what I was also wondering. Maybe she's just addicted to sex. Vanessa might be a bona fide hoe. Oh, she's definitely a bona fide hoe. She can't commit to no man. She's definitely a bona fide hoe because I mean, she was even talking to Diego this week. She was even trying to set up with Diego to meet up with him. I was like, wow, girl, you love sex. Nothing against, nothing wrong with it, right? But you love it. You definitely love you some sex. Oh God, back to Eva. You got I think I talked about Anita. But yeah, Anita. The guy wants Anita to go on tour. Anita is kind of on the fence about going on tour. We'll see where this goes. Right. I'm curious to see what this storyline leads us to. Haley, I'm sick of her talking about she might be pregnant. I don't know if I'm pregnant. I'm gonna sum it up. Haley's not pregnant. I'm gonna sum it up. The helper is not pregnant. I'm glad that the helper is not pregnant. I don't want to see a pregnant Haley right now. I just don't want to see it. Maybe some of y'all do, but I swear to God, I don't want to see a pregnant fucking Haley. Fuck Haley. Xavier says no. Why Auntie Anita eat up her daughter and granddaughter? She did. Whoever. What I will say is, whoever styles her, chef's kiss. Like whoever styles her, from her hair to her makeup to her outfits to her shoes. Anita be on fucking point, and I'd be like, yes, y'all better do this Black Queen right. Um, Shaden says, I think that man is interested. Oh, you know what? I mean, it did seem like he was flirting with her a little bit. I was like, sir, because he said he's married, but I was like, sir, you seem like you flirting a little bit. You seem like you're flirting a little bit. Y'all, when it comes to Eva, so you guys know this week coming up is supposed to be this week coming up is the week of the anniversary party. The It said it's the 29th, but again, remember, Beyond the Gates is not going to be on 2 days coming up this week, so I don't know which 2 days. I can't remember if it's Tuesday and Wednesday or if it's Wednesday and Thursday, but the anniversary is the 29th. So Five Guys, her plan is supposed to come to fruition this week. Thank God, because I'm ready for this to be over too. Because when I tell you I'm sick of that lady, I am sick of that lady. What's up, Harold? How you doing on this good Sunday afternoon? Now with Eva, we can see that it seems like Eva is starting to second guess this plan with her crazy ass mama, which you should. You absolutely should start second guessing this because your mother is batshit fucking certifiably crazy. There's something wrong with your mother, baby girl. Baby girl, there's something wrong with your mama. So we see as this crazy lady took her ass down to the country club to get a job as a caterer at the damn party. I was like, ma'am, ma'am, why? I really don't understand this lady, y'all. When I tell y'all I don't understand this lady, I don't understand this fucking lady. Okay, so here, correct. I knew that we were only getting a few days this week and the next week. Oh, we only get Beyond the Gates Monday, Thursday, and Friday for the next 2 weeks. Okay. Xavier says, so does this mean this is Ted's last week? Uh I think it because yeah, according to the people, they say the new Ted is gonna be arriving on the 15th of May. So this week and next, well, yeah, this might be the last. This past week might be the last full week that we see him. But we'll still see him. But yeah, they are preempted. I forget it's some kind of a tournament that's happening this week. I I think that's what I read. But yeah, Beyond the Gates is preempted, so it's Monday, and that'll be off Tuesday and Wednesday. But yep, CBS is airing UEFA Champions League soccer. Yep, that's what I read. So yeah, what else? Eva and a crazy lady. This plan of hers, it just feels like something that she's just pulling out of her behind. That's what it is. It feels like to me. But let's go ahead and move on to Wednesday. So with Wednesday, Tuesday ended with where Wednesday started up. Eva going at it with her mama and Chelsea asking Danny to be their CMO, right? Danny told Chelsea no, baby. Oh no, that wasn't Tuesday. Wait, that was Thursday where um the crazy lady and Eva were having it out. But Tuesday and Wednesday, it was where Chelsea asked her mama to be the CMO, but she said no because she told her about this company, that she and Pamela are starting where they're going to do the modeling agency, right? So I'm here for that. Oh, so at the country club, Eva spotted her mama and she said, Mama, you gotta go. So the crazy heifer said she was gonna leave, right? But she didn't leave. She wanted Nicole to see her. So Nicole was like, Oh my God, Sherry. I was like, Nicole, you're smart, you're intelligent. Just like with Eva, like I said about Eva, Eva's always there when y'all need her. Why is this crazy lady who was on the roof of a hospital who was going to potentially jump always just so conveniently around? Like you ain't questioning this shit, but okay, you don't want to question it. You should question it. But then Five Guys tells her that she's going to be leaving town. Oh my God. I was like, Nicole, 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 Nicole. You pissing me off. I'm going to tell you guys another time this week that Nicole pissed me off. Laura. So Laura is still in the hospital. I feel bad for poor Laura. So Nicole went to the hospital where Laura was. Laura thanked Nicole for sending her some flowers. Nicole said, I didn't send the flowers, but Laura said, well, Shanice said that Eva dropped them off. She had a look on her face like, why would Eva say that I sent these flowers when I didn't? But then she gonna go and say, oh, well, maybe Eva was being a good assistant and just went on ahead and did it before. I was like, Nicole, Nicole. Then on top of that, Nicole pissed me off when Nicole was right on the fucking money with the potassium and her and Laura having a heart attack. She's like, it just doesn't make any sense. And so Laura's like, do you think somebody uh you know gave me potassium? Yes, somebody gave you potassium. Nicole was like, well, it didn't show up on the lab results when you came in, and it didn't, and Laura saying she doesn't take any supplements. So Nicole, by reason of deduction, how the fuck did the potassium get in her system? Like, Nicole was pissing me off this week. There was, oh my God, Nicole, you are so sweet, but you are like Shaden says, Nicole is so naive. Sometimes it does. And why would she invite Eva, baby, when she said she wanted to invite Eva to sit at that table with Kat? I was like, now, Nicole, Kat is gonna scratch that girl's fucking eyes out, but whatever. Xavier says, what does Leslie do for money? She has too much time on her hands. Well, you remember Ted gave her $50,000, so she ain't got much right now. Harold says, I can't wait to see the real Nicole Dupree to jump out. I really feel like she has a gutter chick deep inside. I hope she does, or at least her sister will. When this shit comes out about Ted and Five Guys, I hope if Nicole don't slap her, I swear to God, I hope Danny does. Xavier says Nicole is just a tad bit stupid. And y'all know I love Nicole, but she was pissing me off. Shayna says this to here. I think once everything comes out, oh yeah, I definitely believe we're gonna see a different side of Nicole. Harold says, I hope Nicole opens a can of whoop ass on that Leslie, Sherry, Anna, Dana. Yeah, I hope she. Oh God, her and them raggedy ass wigs. Let's talk about Doug real quick and how stupid Doug is. So Doug and Andre were at Orphe Jeans, right? They were talking. Andre wants to do another documentary about Doug. Andre gets up. Andre finds a lottery ticket on the ground. Andre was stupid and gave it to fucking Doug. I would have took that. When Doug said, "Now his lottery ticket," I would say, "Well, it's mine now." But no, Andre said, "Well, it's yours now." No, it would have been mine. Dougie scratches the lottery ticket. How much money is on the lottery ticket? $50,000. What does Dougie do? Instead of going back and paying this debt to Joey, this motherfucker calls Randy up to go bet on a fucking horse. I said, you dumbass motherfucker. Like, you are dumb. Why would you bet? Like, dude, you got $50,000. $50,000. Do not bet on no fucking horse. Pay this loan shark that you got on your ass. But no, he does the complete opposite. Hero says, I want Nicole, Danny, and Naomi to take turns whooping her. Not you want her to get jumped. Well, you know what? All her personalities, since she got so many personalities, she deserves it, right? Now, this is the episode where we saw Doug and Vanessa have sex. We also saw, oh God, I didn't mention them. I'm gonna get them out the way because they're nowhere in my notes. because I didn't even take any notes about these two people, Ashley and Derek. I took not one note about those two, but I remember what happened with Ashley and Derek this week. So Ashley is doing one of those quizzes in a magazine to see how compatible she and Derek are. Honestly, I don't care how compatible they are, but if you guys care, you can leave it in the comment section. Also, Derek asked Ashley to move in with him. Well, could he move in with her? She said yes. That's all we got for Derek and Ashley. Again, if y'all want to add anything to Derek and Ashley, please don't. I don't want to talk about Eric and I don't want to talk about them, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about them. That's all I got for those two. Ash and Derek can go. They are irrelevant. What would make her take? What would make her take that quiz? Now, can I be honest with you guys? When she was asking them the questions for the quiz, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I actually was answering them questions, and y'all want to know something crazy? I actually kind of matched up with Ashley, not Derek. I actually kind of matched up with Ashley, and I don't know how, but I did. Um, I agree. We really could have done without the love scenes. In order to really be things nobody asked for, right? Shit, we did not ask for. Now a love scene that I would have liked to have saw was Chelsea, that woman, and that man. Because we saw them again. I was like, wait a minute. I forgot all about the fact that Chelsea, is free spirited. Now that I would have loved. Now that I would love to see. I would love to see that. Um, Xavier says first we got Andre, now JB, Ashley taking all the black. Wait, Ashley ain't taking me, but I'm just saying I matched up with Ashley. Again, I don't know how. Harold says JB, we really do not need that serial unalive. We really do not need that serial unalive story to take Ashley out. Derek, Doug, Joey, etc. I forgot Ash and Derek were in Friday's episode. I really, what I will say about Derek and Ashley, I was glad that they came at the end of the week. I was happy to see them. Yeah, we really do need. Yeah, we definitely need that we need that. But I was happy to see that Derek and Ashley came at the end of the week instead of in the beginning of the week. So I was cool with that, right? So now we move on to Thursday's episode, and this is where I feel like the week got really fucking good. Xavier says Chelsea will have the first threesome in daytime TV. I can't wait. I can't either. I'm so excited to see that. So, Kat, Harold, I know how you feel about my girl Kat. I don't care how you feel about my girl Kat, even though it's all love. But y'all know Kat is my girl, even though I hate her hair. Sometimes I hate her hair, and sometimes I hate her outfits. That is it. But other than that, Kat is my girl, and Kat is on the motherfucking she on that shit, right? So Kat was with Tomas. She was looking for some spy equipment, and Kat was like, she's right on it. She was like, when it comes to Eva is the one that wanted my parents to have this damn anniversary party. And she's like, I feel like something's gonna happen. I feel like whatever it is, it's dealing with my parents. I was like, you are so right, Kat. You don't know how right you are, right? So Kat and Tomas are talking. He's like, I'll help you. And so he starts telling her about Eva, and that, Eva's kind of envious of her relationship with Ted. And she was like, I met the surrogate mother, Anna. He was like, no, I think her name is Leslie. And I think that was the first minute where Kat was like, wait a minute, what you say? Her name is what? I was like, yeah, Kat, stick with this, Kat. Right? Shayna City Team Kat. Here, I'm not even gonna say you sick of Olga Patek, whatever. Xavier says if Harriet just what? Come on, y'all. If Harriet the Spy don't go to hell, why? Harris says I'm rooting for you, Eva. What the hell? You rooting for Eva? Everything is Leslie and her five. No, because Eva is complicit in this. Eva could put a stop to her mama. I've already talked about Lord and the Flowers. Now, what I will say is I do feel bad for Eva because her mama gaslit the fuck out of her. That lady gaslit Eva, talking about she done, you been lying to me. I saw your phone. And you questioning me about what happened with that girl, Laura. Ma'am, you've done all that, everything that's happened is because of you. Like, you gaslit the hell out of Eva. And I said, damn, Eva, I really do feel bad for you. Because you got a crazy I don't even know if that's your mama, but that bitch is crazy. Xavier says, don't come to my house and you don't like me. I will talk to Kat, not talk to Kat through the door. I do like the fact that Kat played the hell out of her. Because Eva thought that Kat was coming there on peace. And Kat was like, bitch, I ain't coming on no peace. And then she saw that picture her daddy should have fucking saw a few weeks ago, but he didn't see it. So Kat took a picture of it, but crazy ass five guys saw her. And when Kat saw that woman coming in that apartment with her silk press and not them ratty ass wigs, Kat was like, you know what? I gotta go. I was like, go Kat, run for the hills, because don't turn your back to this lady, because if you turn your back to this lady, I'm pretty sure she's gonna clock you over the back of the head and have you tied up to a chair in that house, in that apartment. Shannon City says, I think Eva will put a stop to it. That will win over the audience that doesn't see it for her. Okay. Here's the thing. It's not that I don't see it for Eva, it's just her mama. And you going along with this crazy ass scheme that makes no sense to me. Eva and Nicole are the only victims in the situation. I'll slightly agree. Eva is a victim of her mother. I'll give you that. But Eva didn't have, when we can see that Eva likes Nicole and Ted, so she doesn't have to be complicit with her mama. So that's where I have a problem when it comes to Eva. You say Leslie knocked the picture over before Ted. Technically, that is true. But when Ted came in, it was facing the door. Now, when I walk in, especially somebody like this, I would have surveyed her whole entire apartment. But you know what? It is what it is. But Harold says Leslie knocked the picture over before Ted could see it, but he should have seen it when he first walked in. Exactly. But yeah, I know y'all don't like Kat. I don't care. It's Team Kat over here. I'm gonna say Team Kat. Do I think Kat is wrong for things that she does? Semi, but it's still Team Kat. It's still Team Kat for me. So I've already talked about the fact that Haley ain't pregnant. Don't give a fuck. I already talked about Laura and the potassium. So we wrapping it up, you guys. So Friday. Honestly, not a whole lot happened on Friday's episode. We see Tyrell, y'all. I was sitting here for the longest time trying to remember what is this little girl's name, but her name is Jessica. So we see Tyrell and Jessica, they hitting it off with each other. Then we see, Samantha. She's so happy thinking her brother has a girlfriend. She told her dad that he got a girlfriend. I was like, okay, this is cute. Shannon says Eva cares more about her having a relationship with her father. She never knew. She knows being exposed would expose her, and they wouldn't mess with her. I don't think she'll let it happen. I'm curious to see how this plays out, because the preview of the preview going into next week, it is the party, and we are going to be. I mean, because you see Kat talking to Mona, she's like, I feel like I'm losing my family. Nick, when you say, are you late today? You're not late, but I am. You're not late, but I am going to be wrapping up pretty soon, so I can hop on with Shade in the City to do the Never Ever Mess. But you're not late. You're not late, because I haven't even talked about Friday really and truly. But so you're not late. Harold says Eva is being complicit, but I feel like she's stuck between a rock and a hard place with Leslie. She will wreak havoc on Eva the moment she detects disloyalty, even though she already has her suspicions. I get that. I get y'all's point. Like, I do get it, and that's why I do say that a part of me does feel bad when it comes to Eva, because I mean, she's going off of what, in the words of Shade in the City, she's going off of what Five Guys has been telling her. So here's the thing. I'm not upset with Eva. I'm not blaming Eva. I'm not saying anything negative about Eva. It's just like, my God, what does your my question really comes to, what the fuck does Leslie, Dana, Sherry, Lulu, Anna, what is her end goal? Like, I still don't know what her end goal is when it comes to revealing this. Is your end goal to destroy, like, and my problem with her is, you have this animosity, this disdain for Nicole, who ain't done nothing to you. You slept with her husband, not the other way around, lady. You slept with Nicole's husband, and quote unquote, I'm using air quotes, you got pregnant by him. So why do you have an issue with Nicole? Xavier says, unlike Nicole, Leslie seems like she puts yeah, strapped to ass. Ain't no gentle parenting over there. It ain't. And the more that we learn about Eva, I wonder how Eva was raised. Because Eva talks about her stepfather and how he didn't want to be a father to her. But then how was your mama? Like, because this crazy bitch that I'm seeing is demented. When did she lose grip of reality? Um, yeah, that's really what it is, but that still ain't got nothing to do. Like, Nicole is a doctor, Ted is a doctor, so they built a life together. We don't know what this batshit crazy lady does for a living, but Harold says Nicole has a life that Leslie wants. Misery loves company. Yeah, and then y'all, let's talk about delusional ass Bill. So on Friday's episode, we see as Naomi was working out with Diego, then Martin was going to work out with Diego, right? I wonder how much Diego gets fucking paid to work out with these people, because he seems to be the only fucking trainer in all of what's the name, Fairmont Crest. Like, it seems like Diego is the only trainer. So how much does he get paid? Because it seems like he works every fucking day. But neither here nor there. So Bill comes up talking about his family with Martin and Naomi, and Martin was like, "Me and you ain't no fucking family. Me and you stopped being family the minute you divorced my aunt Danny. Actually, me and you stopped being family the moment you slept with Haley. When did that happen? Oh, okay. So then Bill, we all know Bill loves to blackmail, right? So Bill is telling Martin that, he can help him with things. He made it seem like he could talk to people in DC, but he's like, you know what I'm talking about. Well, spit it out, motherfucker. Spit it out, Bill. So, if you guys remember the last time me and Really B did Beyond the Gates, we were talking about the fact that we believe that Bill was the attorney that told five guys to get the abortion. I believe we're right on the money, because if you guys saw the preview of this coming week, Haley and Bill are talking about Ted cheating. I was like, so your grimy ass probably was the attorney. Piece of shit. Xavier says Diego is tricking on this. Yeah, he definitely tricking on the side. Personal training can't pay that much. Like, mm-mm. Yeah, he doing some other stuff, but with who? I mean, we know he doing it with Vanessa. And then the last thing that happened in this week's episode was the stuff with Jacob, that homeless woman, and Naomi. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I really didn't understand where this storyline came from and where this storyline is going. I didn't understand. And that woman had an attitude for no fucking reason. She had an attitude with Jacob, she had an attitude with the other cop, and she had an attitude with Naomi. And I was like, ma'am, you the one in the police precinct, not them. What I mean, y'all all are in the police precinct, but you the one that's under arrest, not them. But hey, girl, do you? If you want to be mad at the cops, be mad at the cops. If you want to be mad at the attorney that's going to potentially help you, be mad at the attorney that's going to potentially help you. But I was so confused. Hero says Diego is also a stalker. He is. That might be our unaliver right there. Our serial unaliver. Xavier says Jasmine Burke is the actress. Her and the new Ted were both in Saint and Sinner. Okay, I never watched that. I never watched that show. But yeah, you guys, that's really all we got for this week with Beyond the Gates. Like I said, remember, you guys, going into this week, we only have Monday, Thursday, and Friday. And so, and it's going to be the same the following week. And this week, also, again, remember, you guys, Really B is out of town. So that's why she didn't join me this week. And you guys know Scotty is taking a little bit of a break right now, but he did tell us, once he feels like he can ready to come back, he'll definitely be back with us. So the three of us will be getting back together at some point. But right now, that's a good theory. What if that lady is Haley's mom? That's a good theory. But then the question would be, why the fuck would Haley let her mama be homeless when she living in the lap of luxury with Bill? Thank you. Great review, JB. Thanks for holding it down for the crew. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, you guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Like I said, I'm trying to get off here in enough time so that way I can hop over there with Shade in the City as we discuss the Never Ever Mets, you guys. Also, if you guys watch the Never Ever Mets, I will also be going live myself, not this week, but maybe next week, next Saturday. We will definitely go live to discuss it as well. Because I thought this show deserves some lives from me. Because this show was a hotbed of mess. And I think that these people are actors and actresses. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, you guys, not Xavier says that's why I was laughing a few minutes ago. He said because Haley is trifling, that's why. Yeah, Haley is a Haley is a trifling ass little heifer. But that's it, you guys. If I did miss anything, feel free to hop down in the comment section and we can discuss it there. Child, I'm about to I'm laughing at myself again because on my notes for Wednesday it said OMG Ashley and Derek are back. I wish that they would go the hell away from me. Like I'm so sick of Ashley and Derek. But yeah, you guys, what else I got coming up? So you guys know the Real Housewives of Atlanta comes on tonight. I'm gonna try to have a pre-recorded video done, and then part 3 of the Baddies reunion airs tonight. Thank God for that. But they are currently filming the fucking Baddies Africa, so that's coming back soon. I was like, oh, I thought I was gonna get a break from this damn show, but I guess I won't. But it is what it is. So yeah, you guys, that's all I got. I will catch you guys in the next one. As always, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'm gonna catch you guys on Shading the Cities for the Never Ever Mets. And anything else I do, be sure just to watch the community tab because I don't. Oh, also I gotta watch. What's that show on Paradise? I gotta watch that. But yeah, I'll see you guys for all that stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one. You guys, bye.